Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money Channel. So are we really experiencing the calm before the storm? Analysts say that a $20,000 Bitcoin is possible within 3 months, guys. And I was looking at the chart, and you know what? We tend to see these calm periods of Bitcoin after rallies, these calm kind of consolidation periods for Bitcoin before we see another leg up. We saw this back in 2017. You know, when we were seeing Bitcoin pop, we see it shoot right back down almost immediately afterwards. And then there's a calm that continues until another pop occurs. Now, for an example of that, I've just highlighted this in yellow just to kind of show you guys what I mean here. This is back in 2017 for Bitcoin. So there was a pop, a sharp move down, and then the consolidation upwards before the next pop, okay? And I feel like we're kind of in this period right now within this trend. This is Bitcoin on the daily, guys, and this was back in June 2016, actually. June 2016 to about November 2016 or October 2016. So this is a span of 4 months, let's not forget. Let me just outline that for you again. October, so till late October before we really started to see the rally up. And the rally started slower, and then sure enough, another pop once January 2017 hit. So again, guys, this is a span of 4 months. And right now on the Bitcoin charts, let me just bring back Bitcoin here. So we got Bitcoin here on the daily. We did see a move up, strong move up. This was back in August, let's not forget. Mid-August, okay, for that top of Bitcoin, we saw Bitcoin reach 12,400 per BTC. Let me just put the top up there. 12,454 per BTC came right back down again into the $10,000 mark. Now we're hovering at about 11,003. And guys, it's only mid to late October right now. Okay, we're getting into late October. So August, September, October, we're only 2 months in. So a Bitcoin to 20,000 in 3 months, is it possible? What could it mean for XRP price? We'll get to that in a sec. Mohit, so Route says Bitcoin could rise to new all-time highs in 3 months when it breaks out of the existing range. So the price of Bitcoin has been consolidating. It gives a bit of an example as to what that is. I showed you guys briefly what he's meaning by that. Since July 2020, Bitcoin has been ranging between 10,002 and 11,008. That is a 15% range. It has seen subdued volatility for a prolonged period, except for some short instances of a volatility spike. When Bitcoin stays stable for a long time in a tight price range, a major price movement typically occurs. So we have seen that in the past, right? I'm not going to show the chart again, but what I was showing you guys before in 2016 and early 2017, that's what they are referring to there. Whether a breakout will occur in the near term or not still remains uncertain, but if it happens, Sorot says it could take 3 months for Bitcoin to reach 20,000 per BTC. Now, 3 months only brings us to mid to late January 2021 to reach new all-time highs up here. Of course, that would break 20,000, and that would mean that Bitcoin could see a rally to new all-time highs previously uncharted. And Sorut isn't the only one suggesting this. I saw this as well. Bitcoin set for a 2017 style explosion by end of year on an avalanche of institutional interest. So let's not forget the institutional money. That is what's going to drive this in part. So this coming from the CEO of deVere Group, the founder and CEO of one of the largest independent financial advisories in the world, says Bitcoin's 2020 close could look very similar to its epic 2017 boom. Nigel Green, who spearheads the deVere Group's $12 billion under advisement, reveals his bold prediction in a new company blog post saying Bitcoin is poised to surge before the end of 2020. There's a growing sense that we're set up to experience a mini boom similar to that at the end of 2017. Prices are yet to catch up with investor interest, but this is only a matter of time as investors will not want to sleepwalk towards perhaps year-end prices in the run-up to the end of 2020, guys. And as we know, Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies have historically done really, really well in the fourth quarter of many years previously when we had been seeing bull rallies. So October, November, December, that has historically been a very, very great time for price movement in the cryptocurrency space. Green says he believes a confluence of factors will trigger a big rally for BTC before 2020 expires. He goes on to say there's been something of an avalanche of interest in Bitcoin in recent weeks from household name investors. Investor activity is picking up considerably with various on-chain metrics and ongoing and heightened global political, economic, and social turbulence, suggesting that there will be a price surge before the end of the year. In December 2017, 2017, Bitcoin printed its all-time high of just over 20,000, as we know. So he's bullish on this. We can expect the world's largest cryptocurrency to be further fueled for the rest of 2020 by the US presidential election. Of course, that is also coming up next month, guys, or in a couple of weeks now. And the weakness of the US dollar. So there's also that as part of the narrative. Let's not forget, and I did see this article as well, will the dollar's weakness result in Bitcoin finally breaking 12,000? So this is a separate article talking about the US dollar. We have seen price moves for the USD. Let me just compare it to the Canadian dollar for a second, guys. So the US dollar not faring too well compared to other currencies around the world. I'm just going to zoom out here. This is the US dollar on the daily compared to the Canadian dollar. You can see here it reached a high more recently back in February, right before the lockdown, right before everything just kind of went down the gutter. And that resistance level we can see here retraced from back in January 2016. Now the US dollar losing momentum against the Canadian dollar, of course, against other currencies as well. Let me bring up the GBP. You can see the US dollar losing its power against the GBP. USD, Japanese, let's go Japanese yen. Okay, you can also see a downward trajectory over the last several days since the lockdown. So the US greenback losing momentum against some other G20 currencies around the world. So they're suggesting here this could also help Bitcoin break a $12,000 price point. So if we see Bitcoin reaching new highs, if we see Bitcoin breaking resistance, first of all, 12,400 is the first one, then ultimately 20,000, I think is what we need to get to. And they're saying, 3 months, January 2021, a possibility. Okay, how far will this fuel XRP? Could we see XRP over that dollar mark? Certainly, I did do a video recently where we could see XRP going to 60 cents if we do breach some existing resistance levels for Bitcoin. The market is a fluid thing. And remember when they were talking about institutional investors? I saw this from XRP Crypto Wolf. While the market for institutional grade trading services in cryptocurrency is maturing as well, we may be seeing the beginning stages of maturation in the market for institutional grade services for trading digital assets. This evidence consolidation in the sector, as well as its first later stage deals, according to a new report by the Block Research. And guys, you can see the chart here, okay? 2020, we are seeing less early stage VC, or rather, there is still a lot of early stage VC, not as much as 2018, as you guys can see in this dark bluish purple color, but more merger and acquisitions, and later stage VC, that's venture capital, has also grown in 2020. So this really painting an interesting picture of the space with regards to how it is maturing, how they are getting ready to utilize cryptocurrency, blockchain technology, DLT. I'm starting to think that maybe the cryptocurrency regulatory clarity is going to happen at the last minute once all this stuff is set up and ready to go, finalized, T's crossed and I's dotted, and then, oh yeah, by the way, here's the regulatory clarity, let's move with this, and then we could see a huge soar in price. So according to the report, there are now 40 companies that provide digital asset trading services for institutional clients. Since 2014, such firms have raised $583.5 million in total from 66 investment deals. A total of 108 unique investors made at least one investment in a crypto or blockchain firm that fits this profile. 2020 saw $251.4 million invested across venture deals. This year also showed the first signs of later stage deals happening, with $52.2 million invested in late stage startups, providing evidence of a maturing market. So that is also big news. I wanted to thank XRP Crypto Wolf for posting that. Another one here, guys, from XRP Crypto Wolf. Ripple surveyed 854 executives in 22 countries, and 47% of them said they're interested in investing in Bitcoin, 25% are interested in Ethereum, and 19% are interested in XRP. Now, those numbers are interesting because, to me, it seems like they haven't really done too much research other than maybe looking up top cryptocurrencies on Google. Well, you have Bitcoin in number 1 spot, Ethereum in number 2 spot, and effectively XRP in number 3 spot below Tether. Tether I wouldn't include in the list since it is a stable coin. So crypto visibility, guys, and I've been saying this in the past. And this is okay. So this survey has to do with institutional investors. So you got to think these guys are already supposed to be well versed in investments and portfolios, and doing their research on the types of products that they're buying. You got to think then the retail investors, if they're going to FOMO in, which cryptocurrencies are they going to choose to FOMO into? Well, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP. There's also the issue of crypto vanity, which I know some of you guys know about. I know some of you guys maybe haven't heard that term before. It's the idea that if you have $1,000 and you want to invest it in cryptocurrency, well, you think to yourself, I could buy Bitcoin, but I'm not going to get a full Bitcoin. Ethereum, yeah, I could get 2 or 3 Ethereum, depending on where the price is at that moment. But look at XRP. If I invest $1,000 in XRP, how many more XRP could I get than Ethereum or Bitcoin? And so it's this idea of having more of a cryptocurrency. People feel psychologically like it's better. So a few things here that are going to fuel FOMO, I think. And it's interesting to see that these high-level investors are also interested in Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP, relatively proportionate to where they stand on the CoinMarketCap list. Coincidences? Well, do you believe in coincidences? Probably not. And this is Ripple's survey, by the way. They were the ones who conducted this survey. Of the group, 34% of these guys say they are already in production with blockchain technology for payment-related use cases. 24% of respondents say they are moving into production, and 21% say they are running a pilot or proof of concept for blockchain tech. And by the way, these 47% of respondents that said they were interested in Bitcoin, 25 in Ethereum, and 19 in XRP, these numbers, by the way, are all down from 2018 when the crypto markets were in the early days of the long-term pullback. So, for an investment purpose, I still feel like these guys aren't seeing the potential for cryptocurrencies. However, in contrast, central bank digital currencies, bank-issued stablecoins, and non-bank stablecoins saw a huge spike in interest from 2018. Today, 45%, 35%, and 17% of respondents say they are interested in CBDCs, backed issued stablecoins, and non-bank stablecoins, respectively, all up from just 1% in 2018. So a lot of interesting data here coming out of this Ripple survey. And guys, I did a video yesterday regarding a bit of a heated debate with regards to Galgatron and Tiffany Hayden, and Nick Bougalis got in on the action there. Galgatron saying it's official, the ledger is missing ledgers between these times on November 14th, 2018. And he says it was a total, in quotes, halt of approximately 52 minutes. My mistake, Galgatron apologizing. Guys, this does not happen very often, so take note. My mistake was expecting that the ledger indexes increment sequentially, but for some obscure technical reason, this number continued to increment during the halt. Despite that, no ledgers were produced. This subtle detail caused my data queries to hide the hole. It wasn't until David identified the missing ledger numbers, then he gives the numbers, that I was able to discover the hole. With true humility, I apologize to Nick Bougalis for this extended debate, particularly for how unnecessarily ugly it became. For what it's worth, congratulations to my audience. I apologize for unwittingly leading you astray. Nobody was more fooled than I. My now tarnished opinion of the severity of this kind of issue. It's a pretty bad event. Boy, he's really taking it hard. Galgatron, take it easy, man. Who cares? It's Twitter. The cause of this event has been long rectified, so it won't happen again. For the same reason, however, it's a black eye for XRP, consequences unknown. Is it a black eye for XRP? I mean, this was back 2 years ago now. And David Schwartz, from what I understand, says that the problem has been rectified. A few people down here, applauding Galgatron, asking Galgatron why he would think that he would know better than the head C++ guy at Ripple. Very, very good question. Fatboy Crypto down here, wow, 2020 again brings what I thought was impossible. Galgatron was wrong. I question life itself now. I don't think this is the end of the world. Of course, we all make mistakes, and I will link this thread in the description, guys, if you want to read further, if you have more questions about this. It was a debate that was happening on Twitter over the last few days. It did get quite heated. I did the video yesterday. I'll link that up in the top right-hand corner up here. But you know what? It takes a big man to apologize, especially when he got into the weeds as deep as he did about how right he thought he was. Calling out Tiffany Hayden, calling out Nick Bougalis. Of course, he has apologized to Nick Bougalis, but I do not see an apology here to Tiffany Hayden whatsoever. Maybe he's got some other issues with Tiff, but don't want to dwell on this too much. Just want to bring you the information so that you can see and analyze both sides of the coin. And this guy's here from Mr. C at Bubba Cugs on Twitter. This is the greatest moment in XRP history. So there was a caller that called into Infowars, and this caller actually emailed me, and I didn't put this on my show yesterday because I don't know. Anyway, I thought about it yesterday. It's been creeping up on Twitter. So it's basically a clip demonstrating that XRP has been mentioned on Infowars, and I don't know how many viewers they get, but now all the Infowars viewers are now privy to XRP. Listen up.
Okay, today is going to be the day that Alex Jones is going to announce XRP global reserve currency. It's the fourth one down the line. It's not so shiny. I think it's being manipulated by by force, to be quite honest with you. But XRP, make no mistake about it, will be the global reserve currency.
So XRP will be the global reserve currency? Guys, I'll stop it there, but I will link this tweet in the description if you want to listen to the whole thing. So 321 XRP saying people are unsure about XRP because it is the Alex Jones show. Imagine that. People believe the fake news all their life and suddenly become unsure because it's mentioned on the Alex Jones show. Well, this is just a call-in. It's somebody from the XRP community, obviously a fan of Alex Jones, just called in and conveyed their opinion about, basically about everything we talk about here in the XRP community on Twitter, on these YouTube channels. So not that this is anything shocking or anything like that. This is why I was reluctant to mention it on yesterday's show, but some people are interested in this kind of thing. I thought I'd bring it to your attention nevertheless. Guys, I also saw this. Okay, this from Ian Northing here on Twitter. And so Extra Hardcore XRP first stated, I'm hearing more talk about XLM and stellar lumens. What do you guys and gals in the XRP community think? Is XRP greater than XLM? Is XLM greater than XRP? Or are they equal? Both companies have a use case. Both companies have partnerships. Both companies have ties to the banking industry. Well, Ian Northing brings this point up over here. It is debatable. My thoughts are Stellar is the currency and XRP are the rails. Stellar will handle the world money and XRP will handle all the money, assets, and derivatives. Hence, XLM 50 billion and XRP 100 billion. One up, one down. He adds in a short little video here from Lynette Zhang. Let me play you guys this.
Are the world reserve currency. Easy transition. They've talked about having a retail SDR, which you and I would actually have access to, as well as a wholesale SDR, which is what governments and banks would have access to.
Okay, so I'm going to stop it there. There's this idea of the retail versus wholesale CBDC, but could XLM and XRP actually work in harmony together? People not buying it, of course. I don't know what that means. Ian Bins, XRP and Stellar are very similar in their approach. Both are ledgers and the token is used for swapping other coins or value. This is a bit contradictory. They'll both be the rails. CBDCs will be used in direct payments. My thoughts is that neither one is either a currency nor the rails, but just some speculative assets. And I think at this point in time, that's how they're being treated. Of course, we are following Bitcoin. The future will hold a place for XRP and XLM. If you guys wanted my opinion on this, I personally think they are targeting different markets. They are both for payments, but realistically, Ripple has the ear of some of the biggest governmental bodies, central banks, and organizations in the world with regards to, well, first of all, with regards to remittances, but also cross-border payments on that mega level. Right now, we can do cross-border payments with XRP at the retail scale, okay? Payments under $10,000, that's kind of how we've been seeing it roll out up until now. But there's a reason Brad Garlinghouse has been at these meetings with heads of the IMF, the World Bank, the BIS. It's because XRP is destined, in my opinion, to be a way bigger player in this financial system. Okay, XLM also has their partnerships. It also has its ledger. They will be doing what they will be doing. And again, there won't be one coin that rules them all. Let's not forget about that, guys. So an interesting thread here. I wanted to thank Ian Northing and Extra Hardcore XRP for your thoughts here. And again, guys, you can jump in on this conversation. I link everything in the description of the video. And finally, guys, it's Sunday today, so this is a short video. 58.9 million ledger closes and counting. Timing is everything. I don't believe in coincidences. Look at the first three numbers of each of these transactions. We haven't had a dose of 589 in a while. I'm just going to click on the link here, guys, and you can see all those ledger transactions that are filling. This is live in real time, by the way. 589, 589, 589. Do you believe in coincidences? All right, I'm having a little bit of fun today, but I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.